Dear friends and family, we're back here at HIMSS TV. We are joined by Mowafa, who is a good friend and he has been around for a while. He is from the university in Qatar. Could you tell us the name of the university you're working with?
Thank you, Sam. It's an honor to be here with HIMSS TV and the Dedalus group, good friend. And I work at Hamad Bin Khallifa University in Qatar. I'm part of the Qatar Foundation, and I teach in the digital health program. Actually, we won a couple of weeks ago in the UAE. We won an award from HIMSS and the Zaman for the best academic institute.
I know, I was there. Congratulations. I was there. I was the one clapping.
I know, yeah. Okay.
So what brings you to HIMSS 0202?
I actually lived in Saudi for about 9 years. So
Okay.
I was at the National Guard,
Okay.
King Saud bin Abdulaziz University for Health Sciences. I was in the public health and digital health program there. And I love Saudi Arabia. I love being in Riyadh. It was my home for 9 years, and that it was I have been here since about 4 years.
Wow.
So it was very nice to connect with my students and with my colleagues, and to see the amazing work that's happening in Saudi Arabia, especially with regards to the digital health transformation that's been going on for the last few years. So it's very, very impressive, not just for the region, for the country, also for the region.
Wow, that's great. It's fantastic to hear. And you mentioned digital transformation. What do you see that's sort of driving digital transformation in our part of the world at the moment?
I think the people, honestly, a few years ago, I'm very big on us taking control and building local institutions, local products. And on the left, we're working on building this a framework for competency,
Right.
for education. And now it's like I'm meeting my students, I'm meeting my colleagues, and yes, they're happy in collaboration, but they're very happy creating some local initiatives and taking control. And Saudi Arabia's digital transformation in the last few years has been amazing. The virtual hospital, I'm going to go to a tour today.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They see over 400,000 patients here. I don't think that's done anywhere around the world.
Very exciting.
At that scale,
Yeah.
at that level. So it's taking that ownership, doing that initiative here, and what's happening in Qatar, what's happening in Jordan, Egypt, across the Arab world. It's amazing, and meeting people from all over the region that have come here. So it's a great hub, and we're learning and exchanging information with each other. It's been fantastic so far.
It's amazing. It's great to hear. So we talked a little bit about the last 5 years. Tell me what you think is going to happen over the next 5 years after that. What do you think is going to be the key that everybody should be looking out for? What kind of innovations do you think are coming our way?
It's not so much about the innovations, a lot of innovations that are out there. I think what we're going to do with them and how we're going to apply them and use them and what we're going to create. So everyone's talking about obviously artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
There are limitations, there are opportunities, there are challenges. Now people are talking about especially medical education and healthcare through the metaverse
Right.
and augmented reality. There's also a lot of talk, how do we build regulatory data governance frameworks, especially around, patients' information, consent. There's patient activation. How do we personalize information? How do we get the patient active
Right.
in their own healthcare? And I think there's a lot of major challenges, but I think we're on the way. And I think as long as we own it and we do it, and we listen to others and learn from them, but not them dictate what we do,
Right.
I think we'll be much better shape to select, choose, and develop technologies that are actually contextual, local, that meet our national and regional needs.
What a great answer. Look, I know that there's going to be quite a few of your colleagues and ex-students and friends of ours all watching this. At the same time as lots of young people who are trying to get into the industry, trying to get into healthcare, IT, and informatics. What advice would you give those people who are trying to make their way through?
It depends. So there are, people are more academically inclined.
Well, I think a bit of both. People who are academic.
And people that want to do like the real work,
Absolutely.
development, and so forth. So
Yeah.
for the people that want to do the real on the ground work, get a good education, go to school. Also network, learn, volunteer, connect with people. Use LinkedIn. You won't, but I want to say something.
Yeah,
just on
sure.
a side note. you know, at our level, you know, in our work, I'm a full professor now, we're satisfied in terms of, you know, like we meet most of our career objectives, most of our financial kind of objectives as well. We want to give back.
Right.
So people, it's very students, oh, I'm scared to contact this professor for help. Just go on LinkedIn, contact. We would love to help. We want to feel important. We want to feel needed. So please don't be scared. Connect, network, and LinkedIn is a big, great platform to learn from others. Start your own LinkedIn group. What I do is I type in digital health, and I start connecting with people, even though I don't know them. Connecting.
Okay.
And then, hey, what are you doing? And then I start learning of other things. I go on YouTube. I learn lots off YouTube. And you know what's funny? It's sad, but it's kind of true. But a lot of my students are learning off TikTok.
Wow.
They actually are searching TikTok instead of Google for information. There's a rabbit hole syndrome and the cognitive biases, but they're doing that. I'm not gonna say do it, but there's a lot of information out there. Network, learn. School will only get you the information. You gotta volunteer. You gotta do some real work and get some hands-on experience. Now, if you go into academically, it'd be very nice to do that as well. And if you want to do the master's and PhD, you really have to have passion for it. Don't do it just because you want to be a PhD or a doctor. Do it because you love it. And if you love it and you personalize, one thing, sorry, I don't want to say that. So I always tell myself 14 years I didn't like what I was doing. That's the reason I was doing the data analysis, doing work in the background, but I wanted to do work with people. So I changed my entire research to patient-centric, patient empowerment. And you know what? I'm much more happy because I'm working with great people and touching, hopefully we're making a difference in real life. And that's, for me, best advice that I can give you. And you can always connect with me off LinkedIn as well.
Well, you heard it here first. Dedalus TV, HIMSS TV, we're all here. Thank you for the great advice. And I look forward to seeing you at the FIFA World Cup over the next few days.
Inshallah.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, my
All
great
right,
friend.
great
It's an
friend.
honor. It's an honor
Good to see you again. At the Dedalus TV with a great friend, an old friend, Mowafa.
Sorry, that's it.
It started already. We're going to be finished in 5 minutes.